Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here, and it's time for an action figure unboxing and review today. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be unboxing another figure by McFarlane Toys. This time it's not for a DC figure in the DC Multiverse time, but this time in something called DC Direct. And this is for a figure by McFarlane Toys for one of my favourite superheroes of all time ever. And as it appears based on a comic, and which also would become a video game by NetherRealm. And this figure, of course, is for none other than the Injustice 2 version of Batman. So yeah, this is definitely something I've been really looking forward to unboxing. And yeah, and as you guys have seen by the opening of this video is once again dedicated to the legendary Kevin Conroy, who unfortunately passed away last year at the age of 66. May he rest in peace. And today would have been his birthday. He would have turned 68 years old. And to me, he always will be the greatest Batman of all time, my Batman, and no one, in my opinion, can play Batman better than him, as far as I'm concerned. He always will be the greatest Batman of all time to me, and no one, in my opinion, will ever top him as Batman. So, when it comes to this figure looks really cool, and for those of you who also don't know, I'm also like a massive fan of the Injustice games. I've played both of them. I mean, I do have to hand the games on me, so at the time of this recording, I'm currently grinding on the first game on PS Vita, the Ultimate Edition. If you guys want to play Injustice, I'd recommend to get the Ultimate Edition because it has all the DLC and the Ultimate skins there for you ready to use. You don't have to buy them all there for you. And right now I'm trying to grind to level 100 on the game, and hopefully I'll get there soon. And of course, on Xbox One, I have also played the second game, which is figures based on. And yeah, I'm definitely as well looking forward to trying to get the Legendary Edition on PS4, hopefully as well one day. I'll definitely love to get that on PS4. So yeah, that is in the Injustice games, guys. Great games in my opinion. I'd recommend it if you guys have not played them. They're also made by the same people in Mortal Kombat games, NetherRealm. I'd recommend it if you like Mortal Kombat especially. So, when it comes to his figure then, so it comes of course with a figure and also 2 batarangs. And what's also cool is it comes with a comic behind it, so yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I'll definitely be sure to read it. And on the back here, there's a figure, looks pretty nice there. There's a comic itself. That artwork's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. And it says here, of course, the comic is also in English as well, so yeah. It says in different languages here as well. Yeah, I think it's, looks like, I think it's French and Spanish, I think. Or, I could be wrong, or Italian, I don't know. So yeah. And then let's get everything open now, guys. So it's got some star tape on the top, so I'm going to cut it on the top first, so to make it easy for myself. I've got to be careful I don't rip anything, by mistake. But yeah, I've got to be careful I don't cut anything by mistake. There we go. Is that one done? Yeah, it's one. Now let's do the other one. Right, is it open now? I hope it is. There we go. So it opened up. And inside, here is a figure secured in a plastic container. Looks really good there. I'm going to put it there for now. And here is, of course, the comic it comes with as well, in like a special plastic container, keeping it secured in like a plastic bag of some sort. Comes, of course, with a card and a stand, so I'm going to take those off and open them up to show you what's in there. So, now, this figure being unique is unfortunately ruined by the stand which it comes with, because unfortunately, the stand is pretty much just the same as the generic DC stands for the figures in the DC Multiverse toy line, sadly. Because as you guys can see, it just says DC on it. There's nothing really new there at all, which is really disappointing. I was hoping it could have the Injustice 2 logo or the bat symbol on it, but sadly not, which is very disappointing because the game has one of my favourite portrayals of Batman of all time in terms of performances, and Kevin Conroy really never will in both the games because he voiced Batman in both of them, and he gave an absolutely phenomenal performance in both of them as Batman. Really did. And also, guys, here is the card, so I'm going to open this up now as well. I don't know if I can tell if it's off or not on the top. Maybe I can. I'll probably do it in this whole thing here. Yeah, there we go. So there's the card, guys, and the card is based on, of course, artwork with a comic I just showed then. And yeah, it says Batman there, of course, so I know which card it belongs to, which character. There's a database here on my back. So Batman, real name, of course, is Bruce Wayne. Even after he's been exposed to the world as Batman, Bruce Wayne keeps his vow to avenge his parents' death by fighting for justice. He refuses to execute his enemies, believing that once he crosses the line, he's no better than the cowards he battles. Yeah, that's Batman summed up indeed, yes. And here's the comic as well, guys. So I'm going to open this up as well. It should be like a hole for me to rip from, to make it easier for me. So here's the comic, guys. Looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh wow, look at this. I'm wondering if this is if this comic is different for a Supergirl figure that I got. Look, I got a figure of Supergirl, guys, from the Injustice 2 toyline. So I'm wondering if it's based on it or not. So yeah, if it's the same comic or not, which that figure is based on. I wonder if it'll be a different comic or not. So yeah. So that's a comic, guys. Just gonna pull the box to one side while I get the figure out of the packaging now. Gotta be careful though, of course. So, so there's 2 batarangs which come with a figure, guys. So I'm gonna get those out now. So this is what one of them looks like, guys. Looks pretty cool, that. Really cool, yeah, I like the design of them. And there's the other one, right there as well. Just the same, just a spare one on, really. And now for the figure. So I'm going to use my scissors to cut the rope, which is holding the figure in place. The legs and arms are also basically secured by it as well. So I'm going to cut those ropes as well. There we go. Cut that. Now for the legs. I've just done my arms. Now for the leg bit now. There's one done. Let's do the other. Oh, it doesn't want to cut, does it? Why won't it cut? It's taking its time for some reason. There we go, cut it. Right, so now let's get the figure out, shall we? Gotta be careful though. The cape is also secured on the back as well, so I've got to be careful with that too. Let's push it out slowly like this. There we go. And here is the figure. So wow, this figure looks really cool. I love this design. This batsuit's pretty cool, guys. I love this, and wow. So I'm just gonna straighten my legs out. So yeah, looks regular, ready. Because when I opened up, the knees were a bit crouched. So there was that. Right, is it gonna? So when you of course fold the figure back to regular position, so this is what it looks like. Wow, this figure looks really cool, guys. Love this figure. Wow, definitely really cool batsuit in my opinion. Yeah, really cool. So in terms of portability, the arms can move. They can't really go 360 degrees because Batman's armor is blocking them, so I'm not going to do 360. But yeah, the arms move pretty well though. Elbow can also fold pretty well on the right arm. As for the left one, also pretty well too. And can also move to the side too, but of course the shoulder armor is blocking it a little bit, so I can't do all the way. Head can also move to the left and right pretty well, but it's very well secured in though. It can go 360 degrees as well, which is pretty nice. And as for the legs, they can move forward, but not too much though, probably because of the armor blocking it a little bit. Legs can also move back too, but the cape is blocking them, so there's that too as well, but that's totally fine. And of course, the legs also as well are very good at the bottom as well, posable. Yeah. And as expected from a McFarlane figure, the front part can also fold too. You know, the toe part, of course, of the feet, that can also fold too. Makes it more realistic how it does that, yeah. Really realistic. Yeah, I love this. It's detail that McFarlane taught you with the figures. They do a great job with the figures. So, that's the figure, guys. Now, can it hold a batarang? I hope it can. Well, I think maybe the left one can, because the right hand is like clenched into a fist, so I can't put a batarang in there, sadly. So there's that. It'd be cool if you could put the batarangs on his armor somewhere, maybe. It was like a hole to put them into, but there doesn't appear to be, sadly. Would have been a cool detail though, nonetheless. So, got a batarang here, which I'll put in Batman's hand. So, there you go. He's about for his batarang. Looks cool, that. Yeah. So guys, back to my Injustice 2 figure with Batman. Definitely really awesome figure in my opinion. Really cool figure. And as I said at the start of the video, guys, of course, this is dedicated to Kevin on his birthday. Always will be my Batman, and rest in peace, Kevin. You are vengeance. You are the knight. You are Batman. You always will be the greatest Batman of all time to me, as always. And in Injustice games, you gave a phenomenal performance, as always, as Batman. Really phenomenal performance. Yeah. And so yeah, that means, guys, I now, of course, have 3 figures of Kevin Conroy's Batman. So, as well as Injustice 2 Batman now, I, of course, have this figure of Batman based on Arkham City, of course, which is my favourite DC video game of all time. What's also cool as well, guys, is that in the first Injustice game, you can actually play as a skin of the Arkham City Batman suit, which is pretty cool. It's available as a skin to play as, which is really awesome. So, whenever I play as Batman in the game, guys, I always pick the Arkham City skin because of how cool it looks in the game. Really cool. A really amazing bat suit for me, yeah. Really amazing. And, of course, as well, let's also not forget as well my favourite bat suit of all time, which is, of course, the Batman from the animated series, which is here. So, yeah. My favourite bat suit of all time right there. So, yeah. Just absolutely legendary. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Batman, guys, from based on animated series. Definitely a really amazing figure. And today, of course, I was unboxing the figure of Batman based on Injustice 2, the comic and the game, of course, which is definitely a really cool figure, in my opinion. Yeah, really cool. Just an amazing figure. And, yeah. So, guys, this is me doing my unboxing of the Injustice 2 figure of Batman. Definitely a really great figure, in my opinion, and was definitely really fun to unbox. And, so, you know, drill, guys, be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to leave in the comments what you guys think of this figure of Batman. If you have it, in the comments what you think of it. If you think I'll get it, I'd recommend if you like Batman as a character or Injustice 2, either game or comic or McFarlane toys or DC figures in general, I'd recommend it's more time in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe and in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can respond using peace out or your description, and I'll see you all later.